Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what a World Cup it's been thus far. We've seen the fall of some gracious giants, some of the biggest upsets that we've ever seen at any World Cup. And I am joined by two of the most fabulous people here to discuss absolute codswallop for the next hour. This is The Mullet Show by Sports Network.
Oh, God.
Never give up on us. Now we're on the road to you. Right now, all our dreams can be made. And we'll be kings of football again. England! England!
Yes, it is the Mullet Show on the full-time Sports Network.
Sports Network.
We did not practice that before, and it's fair to say, Tom, you absolutely smashed it. I loved it.
Apart from full-time Sports Network, didn't get that far.
No, but that was the bit I liked about it the most, to be fair. And don't forget, hey, Tom, why don't you do this bit with me as well? What do you think about global mapping services?
Oh my golly gosh. When I'm ever in a pickle, I always think about global mapping surveys. Global mapping surveys companies are developers and construction companies all over the country, legends. They offer a wide range of services.
Hang on a sec. Do they do 3D laser scanning?
Do 3D laser scanning.
Lazy scanning.
But most of all, they do topographic surveys, and they're absolute legends for sponsoring full-time Sports Network, The Mullet Show.
We love them. Also, what about our other sponsor, Ian? What do you think of this new energy drink?
Absolutely outstanding. Makes me do cartwheels down the street. Wrath is the boy. But
it's Rafe, isn't it?
Wraith is the boy. Yeah, it's. I think it's from Lord of the Rings, really. You know, the Wraith were the guys, chasing down the hobbits. They were the indestructible guys, apart from at the end when they weren't.
Maybe if they had taken some Wraith energy drink, they might have actually caught those little hobbits. I mean, let's be honest. They were tricksy little hobbits. They were tricksy little hobbits.
They ruddy were.
What's great about Wraith energy drink is it's mixed with water. It's a healthy alternative. It's a generic energy drink. It's clean, zero sugar, antioxidant, rich formulas designed to give the edge. Used at Full-Time Sports Network 22 or FTSN 22 for a 10% discount. That is that, my boys. We have got through our beautiful sponsors. Now we can talk about the beautiful game. By the way, Adam, who runs Global Mapping Surveys, has just put this message. Yes, just a little laughy emoji.
The way Tom introduced them, it sounded like they were like the Ghostbusters of surveying. Who you going to call?
Well, exactly.
Global Mapping Surveys.
That's what we do on this show. We make even amazing things, such as Global Mapping Surveys, sound even better. So, and Carl, as I said, he's a big fan of the energy. I'm still waiting for it, Carl. Rafe is an amazing energy drink. I will want to mix it with some superlatives that would fit my palate. So I'm looking forward to getting my Rafe energy drink, and that's a great energy drink. So 10% off. So
nice.
A lot's happened since our last show. England hadn't even played Wales at that point. But what's great is there's so much to jump into on the first, and what's always the first section of the show. Yes, boys and girls, it's Bubbles Bits. I need to get like a jingle. Yeah, don't know.
You should have a theme tune. Bubbles Bits.
Yeah.
Bubbles Bits.
Bubbles Bits, Bubbles Bits, Bubbles Bits. It will come soon. I mean, if only I knew someone who was a musician who could do something like that. Need to send me
you could do it to the Batman tune. You could get Bubble Bits.
Yeah. What's good here is we could do different versions, the different shows. Carl said, send me your address. I guess that would be an important bit of information that I should have given you for that. That is classic Oliver Cotton there. So great, I'm going to get some. And can I get you to can I get you a top to wear, Ollie? Yes, of course you can. Of course you can.
All of us. I want to. I 100%
extra large, Ollie. Yeah.
2XL. I wear 2XLs.
Oh, that's a bit harsh. You have to go there, man. Don't go. We don't go
I'm saying he's waiting for his history lesson. We might do that today. We'll see how it goes.
The history of the World Cup.
He does know a lot about football and its history. But what we're going to talk about in Bovrils Bits. Well, you might have seen on last week we had this beautiful.
The sexy ladies.
And she's back. She's so back.
Yeah.
And she's so front.
Here's a picture of I think there's a Japanese fan saying, "Today I love Croatian." Croatians, maybe. But I mean, you can see she's got a different top on there, but it's still accentuating what we would call.
It's still a bit. The top's still a bit small for her.
Topographic. Oh,
topographic.
Oh, like that.
Well,
is that the shirts we get
with 3D mapping?
Yeah,
exactly. But are they the shirts that we're going to get from Global Mapping Surveys? If we
well,
get some?
we'll have to wait until we'll have to wait until Ian sends. Adam sends the t-shirts and designs. It's always XXL when you go global. Oh, like that.
I love that. That's a good tagline.
Adam,
global.
It's on form tonight.
It's a little bit like when Trotters went international, really, isn't it? You know, the surveys are going global.
Exactly. But I'm 2XL, just so you know. So bigger. Solo say, good evening, gentlemen. He's from the Man United Agenda. And if you want to check the guys from the Man United Agenda, they're great stuff. They know all of their stuff about every team other than, and especially Man United.
I was about to say, so the complete opposite of us then. Actually, they know something about football.
I mean, you guys know stuff about football. I don't.
They know so much about United. It's like detail from like the size of their socks to who's their dentist. I mean, they know every detail of the players. I reckon.
Did they use a topographical survey to find that information out?
Probably.
I think so. Should keep that pitch. They're all scream. No offense, Ian. There's definitely an improvement. And then Salo said 3D mapping. I mean, I don't know if we can get through a show without mentioning the 3D mapping because it is
3D mapping
and the lasers. So yeah, sorry, Ian, you're in the middle, so you are going to get cut off some of the time. How did this woman get tickets, by the way? Do you think she got sponsored or?
Well, did you hang on? Did Croatia play Japan? Maybe that's a clue. Maybe that's a clue that picture was a tad set up.
You think?
Maybe.
Well, they are saying lots of people can go to different games in this one because
was that a Japanese fan, or did you just make an absolute sweeping statement?
Is it South Korea?
Oh, it could be Korea. Did South Korea play Croatia? I can't even remember that.
No, it's Japan. I can't see
Japan?
It looks like Japanese. You are right. It looks like a Japanese flag on his face, on his cheek.
No, I literally.
Oh yes,
was
you're
really
right.
worried I got that wrong.
Either that or it's a bad spot.
But this one, I think, next one is my favourite one. This is her walking down the stairs. Look at the guy on the top clocking her, and then he's like, "Well, I'm going to tell you," and his mate with the sun in the middle. He's just there, like, they both got their phones out, like, yes. Oh, great. And there's different top there. In fact, I think that's my favourite one because you don't see very much. Which one's your favourite, Ian?
That's a tough one.
That one, or that one? Oh, they're all different.
That first one, I think that first one. That's that sparked my interest. I'd say.
Sparking the interest, Tom. What's your favourite? That one? That one?
No, it's got to be the kid in the middle. And every time you look at the photo, literally, even look at the old guy behind the kid. He's getting.
Apparently, they were taking pictures to report her for inappropriate dress. That's honestly, I did read that. That was what they said.
Apparently, she was a Miss Croatia. That's what she was. She was Miss Croatia, or former Miss Croatia.
All right.
How the bloody hell did you find all this out?
I mean, it's
How
not
did
that
you
hard,
find this
mate.
out?
I think it was one of the things with Mr. Croatia, and talked about. Yeah, it's just
It's
on
recent.
there, like fine.
And did you read it on the front page or the back page?
Of
Ooh.
FHM.
Do they still do that magazine? So there she is doing the heart sign. Oh God, what a great way to start the show. Mr. Croatia could turn any fan into a Croatian supporter. Let's not go that far.
No.
They're pretty crap.
Yeah, not me. No.
Right, and
No,
this
they're
next
still
one.
in.
This
Still
next
in.
one is going to be one that Tom really likes because obviously last week he got really upset about this. So here is the Japan manager after losing, giving respect, showing his grace, bowing down. Class act. You don't like that, do you, Tom?
No, that I don't. Look, that's absolute class. It was picking up the rubbish from the. It just does my Sweden a little bit.
Why?
Make
So
a-
What's
how
wrong
is
with them
this-
picking up the rubbish?
It just makes me feel like shit. It's just like, oh right, well I can look, I get it. Look after your own rubbish. I get it. I'm not going to start chucking from the floor, take it to the bin. But it's just like, it's like those little goody two little teachers' pet. Like that's 100% that. I don't like it. It rubs me up the wrong way. They're little.
Then this next picture is going to really make you smile.
No, but
Is there? Oh, the wrong one. Where is it?
No.
Next, go. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, there we go. It's there. It's just the wrong one. Where is the one? Oh, I must have loaded it in. Bear with me. I've got to load it in because I know it's going to really upset you. But this one was really, really made me laugh. What is that? What player is that, guys?
Granit Xhaka.
Okay, what is he doing?
He's grabbing his kahunas. He's grabbing his old.
Why was he grabbing his balls?
Edge because he effing hates Serbia.
So,
Oh yeah, he's doing a bit of a Diego Simeone, isn't he?
He's done his best. He's done his best. Have you ever seen the film Enemy Behind the Lines? Behind Enemy Lines with Owen Wilson. Really rubbish film, 2001. Well, that's actually loosely based on Granit Xhaka and Xherdan Shaqiri when they go behind enemy lines in Serbia and just F them all up.
I guess my question to you, Ian and Tom, is have you ever, to offend someone, just grabbed your balls and gone?
I think it's because Xhaka and one of the other Swift players, is it Sakri? Are of Albanian extraction, aren't they? And the Albanians aren't happy about the Serbians.
I think they're Kosovans.
Yeah, but that's not the question.
Oh, the Kosovans.
I'm
Not
pretty sure they're
Albanian.
Kosovans.
We don't care about the history and why he did it.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
just, have you ever done it?
Have you ever done it? It's proper like continental Europe, isn't it? You wouldn't really catch anyone like trying to offend anybody in, like on a night out after Wetherspoon, a bit of argy-bargy and someone grabs their kahunas and goes, come on then, son, let's go.
To be fair, once I have got my balls out and shoved them up against a window when people were sitting at a table.
That doesn't surprise me.
At a wedding. So.
Oh, that's just very distressing.
And here's the picture.
I think it's time for a bit of history now. Just a little bit.
No.
Take your mind off that subject.
No. Well, next week, look, this is going to make Tom happy. They were only again.
Way.
No, not again. Not again.
Oh, they're cleaning up.
Oh, God, they're cleaning up so well.
And they lost on penalties. Oh, yeah, they lost on penalties. Japan lost on penalties to Croatia, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Gosh, how could we miss that? Of course they did.
I was really enjoying the show until just this moment. It just bores me. It's so boring. Get some new news, please. Like bored. They wanted to something.
Yeah. Get the Croatian girl back on. Tom's gone to pieces.
Yeah.
That's for the Japanese little figures.
You can take the boy out of Millwall.
Yeah, you can't take Millwall out of the ball. And this one I really liked that you sent me in, because Ian sends me all of these. It's great. This is the Morocco fans in Piccadilly. And what's great, I love about this country is like you probably never met a Moroccan person in. I never met. But whenever Iran or Morocco they win a big match, they're straight out in force, showing what they're all about, and I love that. Literally taking over Piccadilly Circus. There we go.
Yeah, I respect that. I appreciate it. What a win! What a win, by the way. What a win!
Yeah. when we talk about the game, remember, I'm in Spain. I've got loads of Spanish mates. I was watching the game in a bar with loads of Spanish mates.
No.
So yes, that was an evening. Yes. And then Moroccans were tooting their horn as they drove down the streets afterwards. Yeah, it was a proper atmosphere. My mates were gutted. They were absolutely
So there is Morocco fans in Spain as well.
Oh gosh, yeah. The key bit was that an awful lot, including the guy who scored the winning penalty of that Moroccan team, were born in Spain, live in Spain, play for Spanish teams, but they represent Morocco, and I think that's some of the angst.
It feels like, you know, when Chelsea became good, and then you just kept seeing Chelsea fans everywhere, and you're like, what hole have you crawled out of? Like, you were just like nowhere, and now you're everywhere. Like, you know, it's that kind of...
The last time we saw them, they were wearing a Peter Osgood shirt, and then they reappeared.
But straight over my head, don't know who Peter Osgood is.
He's a legend, mate, Chelsea legend. But that Chelsea team of the late 90s, pre Abramovich era, was a class team. Used to love that. Dan Prochescu, Viardi, Sprinkler Booth, Eddie Newton, Edgar Hoy, Joe Franco Zola, and
Frank Dewberry. I used to
yeah.
Winston Bogard.
I remember going.
He never played. He just sat on the subs bench and collected loads of money.
70 grand a week.
I mean, being called Winston must be a great thing. Like, hello, Winston. It's so like.
Winston.
I remember going to Arsenal, Chelsea versus Arsenal, the game after. Naeem had just done it from the halfway line, right?
Oh yeah.
And they're all going,
didn't see
from the halfway line, and like, let's all do the seaman. And I was just sat there, and I had to take all of my stuff off because I was quite young. I remember there's a guy in front of me, right? And he starts shouting abuse at all the Arsenal players, right? And then he just turned on Frank Dewberry and started abusing him, like, even more. And I was just like, what's going on here? Like, you can't abuse your own team, can you? And I was like, yeah, I guess you can at Chelsea.
And that was your impression of Chelsea fans?
Yeah. But we lost that game as well. 3-1, I think. It wasn't a great game. But moving on. Here's one. I don't know if you know this guy.
That's it. Somebody is insinuating that Luka Modric looks a little bit like Gail Platt.
But they could have used the one from the World Cup instead of one that shirt says he's playing Scotland. They didn't even
it's lazy journalism. That lazy journalism.
Terrible lazy. I mean, whoever did that. And then lastly, I mean, did you think this was a bit harsh?
The yellow card.
Yeah.
No, the ref had no choice, but the ref, afterwards, they were very friendly to each other. The ref basically saying he didn't have a choice, mate. Sorry. Oh boy.
That ref's a twat. He can do one, mate. He honestly can do one. He pisses me off, mate. Like,
so do you think, Tom, if you were that referee, you wouldn't have booked him?
No, I'd rather take a ban. I would rather take the ban of a referee and not ref for the rest of the tournament. Just and he's been pally with him and shaking his hand as he gives him the red card. Yeah, mate, it annoys me. He's a show pony. Who's the Mike Dean, mate? Mike Hollywood Dean. They just want to be centre.
Isn't that better though? That he does it in a nice way rather.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine.
Don't do it at all. Let a boot come. What a great header that was.
Because the game was finished anyway.
Yeah.
But honestly, I was out and I was so smashed. I don't even remember. I watched the whole game. I don't even remember watching it.
Abubakar. Great goal, great header. Great name.
And my mate's like, what about him getting sent off? And I went, what? Hang on. Did they win? Didn't even know they won. And I watched the whole game.
Nice.
But it didn't matter.
No.
They won, but it didn't matter.
And
there were so many of those. I mean, that group that Spain qualified out of, because we haven't, the last show was quite a long time. And for a minute, Spain were going out of the World Cup in the group stage.
Okay.
And then it swung back to the Germans going out.
Well, let's go straight to that bit then. So best moments of the group stage, because obviously it happened before our show.
Mm.
What Ian? What was your favourite moment of the group
I think-
stage when it came
Apart
to?
from I think the Japanese players cleaning the stadium was my favourite.
You weren't the players.
uh,
You weren't the players.
And it's just that whole group. I mean, who would have thought that Japan would beat Germany, beat Spain, and then lose on penalties to Croatia? I mean, that's tough luck, really, that, isn't it? And any one of those teams could have gone through. It was ridiculous. Costa Rica were going through at one stage. Germany were
Both
going
of them.
through. Spain were going through. Japan were going through. It just yo-yoed to and fro.
It was there was the, and jumping on your moment, because it was the best moment was when there was a time for about 5 minutes where both Japan and Costa Rica were going through and Spain and Germany were going out, and I was like, that is absolutely unreal.
Yeah.
And wasn't there one point where it was down to, was another group, it was down to how many yellow cards they had?
Yeah, that was
fair play or something. Yeah.
Was that the Poland-Mexico one, wasn't it? Or at one point, was it Poland-Mexico?
Yeah, so.
But the best one had to be, though, Suarez crying his eyes out.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And it was the game hadn't even finished.
Yeah.
He's crying his eyes out because he's like, I know we need a goal, but we're not going to get one.
It was brilliant. And that was a stonewall penalty they should have got at the end as well. But, oh, mate, there's nothing better than watching Suarez cry. Love it.
If you think of like old legends, it's not a good World Cup so far for old legends. I mean, look at what's happening to Ronaldo. I cannot believe that Ronaldo is throwing his dummy out like at United. Has he not learned that he's going to, today, apparently, he was meant to be training with the substitutes. But oh no, being Ronaldo, he rocks up with the first 11, doesn't he? He's not going to be kept out of it. And the manager's already relegated him, and feelings of bad influence. He's going to get sent home if he's not careful. Can you imagine if Portugal won the World Cup and Ronaldo got sent home? Mind you, he'd still get a medal, wouldn't he?
Yeah, fair play, mate. Fair play.
Yeah, but if you're 1-0 down in the final and you need a goal.
Oh, God. I can see it now. You know what? I could see it. It would
Exactly,
and he'd score with the last kick and he'd do the big bloody celebration and the shirt would be off.
But that's the thing. That's why I don't get why he does the shoe thing. Why is it shoe? Why? When did it happen? When did it become a thing? And when did everyone make the sound? When did that become a thing? That's what I want to know.
You sound like a grumpy man, mate.
No, but I just don't understand it. Like, when did he start doing it? And B, like, he was obviously doing it in a crowd full of hundreds of thousands of people.
He's a man detached from
the
real world. He's just detached from the real world. He's, I don't know, living in a parallel universe where zero emotional intelligence rules.
Oh, emotional intelligence, good word. Good word.
Well, that's his key bit, isn't he? When you talk about reading the room or emotional intelligence, he just doesn't get it. He just doesn't twig that, what people think of him or what people are likely to think or how it's going to go. He just does what he wants to do and thinks everyone will go with it.
Well, when everyone's copying the worst celebration ever, because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good. It is pretty good to me.
You think the celebration's good?
I wouldn't say it's good, but have you ever done it?
Do I look like someone that would have done that?
Yes, you definitely do, actually, to be fair, mate.
I'll tell you what, if England win the World Cup, I will do it.
Mate, we're going better than that, mate. I reckon we get Mullet. Well, I'm going to get Mullet if England win the World Cup.
You've got to grow it first, mate. You've got to grow it back.
I'll grow it, mate. Don't test me, mate. I'll do it. I will.
So, another good moment had to be when Germany went out. Because they were going through at one point as well.
And all the jokes the next day. There was the plane with all the German towels on the seats and adieu to you and you, adios. Sorry, I meant Albides, not adios.
It is, but it is like there's the best thing about it is just the memes when they literally go when the team goes out. It is absolutely class. The internet is a cruel beast. But do you know what? Germany is. But the thing is, this happened the last 3 tournaments. Like they've basically just crumbled, basically. So, yeah, I mean, Yeah.
The thing is,
like,
I can remember when that was England, so I kind of don't want to like laugh too much because I can remember when we were that
yeah, but
team.
I think they've had the good years though.
Yeah, when they have won it.
Yeah, like recently,
I
2014.
think how they won it with Mertesacker playing in the team.
Better Merseyside, good player, mate. It's what people say about when we win it with Harry Maguire.
Exactly. Although I am a bit worried about Harry Maguire, but we'll come on to that in the next.
One other best moment, and just go back to it. It's Miss Croatia, always there, always a stalwart. She's definitely one of the best moments. Croatia.
Yeah,
Miss
she's deadly up front.
Who is that person, by the way?
I think she's from Corrie, isn't she?
Yeah, Gail Platt.
She looks a bit like Big Bird.
Who watches Coronation Street? Do you watch Coronation Street, Tom?
Yes, I'm religiously. I'm hitting it right now for you.
I know you're lying. Yeah, no one watches Coronation Street. You do know the theme tune.
Who doesn't know the theme tune?
So, any other? I mean, I actually thought the watching us knock out Wales was quite good because I feel like they thought they had some kind of semblance of chance, and then we just went, all right, play well for however long, and then once we turned it on, it was like boom, yeah, remember your place.
6 goals in 2 games for England. None conceded.
Yeah, that's a worry. We haven't really played anyone, and this.
No, I agree.
I mean, Senegal should have been a bit more trickier, and they could have gone 1 up or 2 up, but after we went 1 up, it was comfortable for the whole of the game, wasn't it, really?
Okay, well let's obviously. So, any more moments from the group stage? I'm trying to.
They will come up with them. They'll come to us. They'll come to us.
I mean, obviously, the Japanese fans picking up the rubbish. It has to be, and Miss Croatia. Oh, not her. Her with a Japanese fan. That was just actually what before he went to pick up a bit of rubbish.
Yeah. He actually picked her up and put her in.
I reckon we should play a little trick and just walk past a Japan fan and just go and just throw down a bit of rubbish and just see if they pick it up. I bet they would as well. They're good people, the Japanese people. They're a lot better. They're a lot better than anyone else.
They're not very good. They're not very good to the Dolphins, though, are they?
No. And the Wales. They ain't good to the Wales.
And the Dolphins. They don't like those Dolphins.
Hey,
We've all seen Seaspiracy.
But England's not good to the Wales either.
Yeah, we don't. The Japanese and the English don't like Wales. We've got it.
2-1 Apologies for all our viewers in Daffron, Hagardudwy and Llandudno and Carnarvon. Really apologies for that. You can take it down.
There is a lot of viewers from there at the moment. So let's talk about the only one team we really care about, and that's Millwall.
Japan.
Hey, Millwall. Are Millwall still playing, by the way?
We played last weekend and we somehow managed to lose 3-0 to Sunderland.
Oh, Sunderland. Are Sunderland getting good again?
Ollie, just don't. Oh,
I watched the documentary, though.
It's class, isn't it? It's so good.
Yeah, I've watched all that. Yeah, Sunderland till I die.
Who was the player at the bar? The player at the bar who's just being really muggy and someone was just like filming him on the phone. Who was it? It was
was it Wheater? It was something like that, wasn't it?
It was an ex-Premier League player.
Yeah, it's like Glenn Whedon, someone like that. It's Glenn Whedon.
No, not Whedon. He wouldn't do that.
Someone like that.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't the guy from Wigan, the forward with the song.
No, not.
Will Grigg.
Will Grigg.
No,
Will Grigg
but they only signed him, didn't they? They said that he only signed him because he's got a good song.
Yeah, and look what happened there. Yeah.
It wasn't Will Grigg. He used to play for Man United. He was quite good.
Did he play for United? He played for Wigan, I know. He played for Wigan.
John O'Shea.
No, but you're close. You're very
Where's
close. He was an attacking midfielder. We'll get it.
Will McGreedy.
No. It's no. Let me do some research. So let's talk England.
Okay. Yes.
So Wales, what were we happy with that? Or you guys were saying that they weren't very good. We hadn't played anyone. So
I thought it
tell me
was a shocking. I thought it was a shocking first half. We were desperately slow. There was no zip zing passing around. It was desperate, and it just turned on that free kick from Rashford. Really, after that, it all went great. But up till then,
I wouldn't say we were like
we were desperately pedestrian.
I thought we were desperately destined USA. I thought we weren't that bad the first half, but to be fair, I had sat quite a few beers, so I can't really remember the first half. But I don't think we were that bad.
Where did you watch it, Tom?
I watched it in a pub in Central.
Belushi's?
No, I wasn't Belushi's. I watched the USA Belushi's, and then I watched another pub.
So my rule is, if we get to the semis, I will actually go out to watch it. And I was thinking of asking you. I was thinking Box Park, Wembley.
Yeah, if we can get tickets, but yeah, I'm up for it, 100%.
I've got a black card, so I get priority tickets.
Right, well, I'm in. Let's do it.
You have to sign up to a black card first.
Is that like having a director's box at Box Park?
Black Park. I don't know. It's all standard anyway. It's all standing, Ian. But
yeah,
you can sign up for a black card. It sounds like I work for Box Park right now. And then we'll go. Yeah.
Should we do a live show? We'll do a live show, live stream.
Oh, that would be better than going to Box Park, wouldn't it?
No, we should do a live stream at Box Park.
I mean, do you really think we'll be in the right shape?
Would 100% work.
Okay. Deal. Done. Tune in. And we will mention our sponsors as well.
And then
Collins just pooped his pants over that now. He's going to get the censors all over it.
Yes. But hey, we will mention the sponsors. Jack Rodwell, what's his name?
Jack Rodwell.
He played
for Man City.
Man United. Come on.
Man City. They're almost the same team, aren't they?
You're right. How could I forget him?
And he was in the pub mugging him off. So Wales, we were crap until the free kick, and then we kind of took control.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything to take from that game? Did you think Rashford should have started in the next game?
No.
Do you think? So he made the right choice. So when you knew we had Senegal, were you worried about Senegal at all?
Yeah, I'm always worried. I'm always worried watching England. I'm never that confident.
And I think, look, we were lucky. We were slow in that game, Maguire again and again and again. But I did like the way that we mixed up in the first half. Instead of literally trying to play out from the back, we went for the ball over the top where we had options on, and then we could turn, one-on-one situations or 3-on-3 or 2-on-3 or whatever. We did that really well, I thought, in the first half.
Do you think that was a choice from Southgate, or do you think the players actually saw we're not getting much joy playing out, and then they decided to?
You hope it's the latter, don't you? You hope that they have the intelligence to try and work out on the field that's not going right.
Ian, where did you watch the England game?
I thought what it said was that nobody's place is guaranteed, and therefore the players who played had to really perform well. So Bellingham had been dropped the game before, and going through his head must have been, shit, this could be my last game I've had to play in the World Cup or whatever. So I think he was super motivated to make sure he stayed in the team, as were others in Bellingham.
Bellingham played.
Jack Rodwell, he had a great game.
He did have a great game. They both started. Bellingham started.
No. He got dropped against Wales after the USA game, and they brought in Henson. What Southgate did do was Southgate did learn from the USA.
Bellingham started all the games.
No.
Yeah, he has. He did.
I didn't think he did.
I think you're right. I actually think he's right.
He dropped Mount. He dropped Mount for Bellingham. Mount.
I'm not sure. I'm going to come back to you on that one because I thought he didn't start Bellingham in the third game after the USA job.
They dropped Mount and Saka, and Foden and Henderson came in.
They didn't drop Foden because Foden didn't start.
No. I said Foden came in. They dropped Mount and Saka for the Wales game, and Foden and Henderson came in. And it was Henderson, Rice sitting, Bellingham played number 10.
I thought Bowen was as well, but maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, the principle of what I was saying was because after those couple of games,
Southgate
Southgate,
hands up, I made a mistake. No, what I was trying to say.
I'm not sure I have yet. I want to check it out. But the principle of what I was talking about was that what Southgate showed by dropping certain players was that nobody's place is guaranteed, and therefore they had to play well. Like
apart from Harry Maguire,
Walker coming in for Trippier.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
agreed. I agree.
Well, now White's gone home. You know, we're actually quite limited at centre back unless England go to a back three. I mean, Cody's the only other option, isn't he?
Can we? Yeah, Cody, Dyer.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Here's a good point. Do you think we will go to a back three against France? Ian, let's go with you first.
It's a possibility because, first of all, I don't know. Did you see on the banter group there was a discussion of there was I would say a young chap who looked like
Rory. His name was Rory Jennings. He's a Chelsea fan. He also used to be in EastEnders.
Right. Rory Jennings,
very
who
good.
looked as though age-wise he'd only ever seen 2 or 3 World Cups in his whole life.
Hey, he was in EastEnders, at least, give him some respect.
Hang on. Let me finish here. You know, he was giving this really naive, I've never seen England in the World Cup before view that they should be just scared of us and we should just run at them. And actually all we should focus on is what damage we can do to the opposition. To me, that's naive schoolboy football. You've got, against a team like France, you've got to have a really cohesive strategy. And you do have to focus on their strengths.
Okay, so his opinion was, I'll explain this to Tom. His opinion was we shouldn't think about France. They should be thinking about us and what we can do against them. So, Ian, you're saying that's naive.
I think that's naive and childish.
He's the worst actor in EastEnders since Wellard.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Tom? Would you think that's a good point?
Mate, first of all, I'm a big fan of EastEnders, mate. Absolutely love it. It's
give us the theme tune then for that one.
Right, okay.
That was very good. Right, we've already got 3 theme tunes for Bob Reels Bits already. I can't remember the other 2, but we've got it recorded, so we should do it.
Nice.
So do you think that is naive? Do you think so? Basically, the point is, do you think we should set up not to get beat by France, or do you think we should go out and say we're going to take the game to you and not worry about Mbappe?
Look. Do you know what it is? I think the thing is, should we play a 3 at the back? I mean, we haven't got pacey centre back, so if they are exposed, that could be pretty damn. There was an element of me where I says we stick with 4 because that's what we played, and I think there's obviously going to be a lot more space and gaps. Obviously in this game for basically England to have an opportunity. So look, I'm going to stick my neck on the line and say I actually agree, and I think that we have to cater for them, but I still play 4 at the back.
Okay,
I'm going to disagree.
Yeah. You just hang on. You're disagreeing with yourself. You're saying Rory
was
wrong.
No, I think this is perhaps the game to play 3 at the back. Because I think we're going to need Walker as the right-handed centre-back.
Didn't Tom just say play 3 at the back?
No, I agree. If you do that, if you are going to do it, you have Walker as the right-handed centre-back, 100%.
That's right.
But then
with Trippier outside him. And then what that means, because, hang on, hear me out on this, is what France's main weakness, even though they're wonderful at going forward, is they don't track back. When Mbappe, Griezmann, and even... it'll come back to me in a minute. The midfielder Rabat. Whenever they lose the ball, they never track back. And if you've lost the ball, Mbappe or whatever against Walker, then he's not tracking back.
Mbappe doesn't defend, does he?
No, not even slightly. He loses the ball. He just stops. He just stops. But so does Griezmann, and so
I
does
kind of like
Mbappe.
that. Though. I kind of like that.
No, you're going to get found out if you do that.
No, but I kind of like it. Like,
what would you go then?
that good.
Sorry, go on, Ollie. Go on, mate.
He's that good that you can just go, you know what, mate? Just don't worry about the defending part.
Yeah.
You just be you.
3-5-2 for me.
3-5-2.
But who's going to play right back then if Walker's in the third centre back?
Trippier.
Trippier or Trent?
Trent.
Either
No,
or.
I play Trippier over Trent.
I think Luke Shaw's looked quite good though.
Yeah, left back.
I'd still play Luke Shaw left. He's a left back. I'd still play Luke Shaw at left back, but he'd be
Where would Jack Rodwell slot into this?
He would be the goalkeeper.
and he'd play alongside Aidan McCready in the midfield.
Aidan McGeady.
Okay. So, is Mbappe going to score?
Yes.
No.
100% yes?
Yes.
No, unless we play five at the back.
It's gonna be 3-2. Either way.
Do you think we can score 3 goals against France?
Yes.
Though?
I think we will score goals. I don't think we. I can't.
Not with the way we started against Senegal, though. Even Lee Dixon, who does my head in, I love the boy. He was just doing my head in on commentary. He was like, "We're playing like this against France. We're not playing France right now, Lee Dixon. So just leave it out."
Ollie's got cross there, Tom. Do you think we better leave now?
Yeah, but I think we better leave.
Okay,
Right,
I just calm myself down. I just showed myself a picture of that woman again. So fit. So Mbappe is going to score.
No,
but we're going to win 3-2. I hate to
I'm not
say.
sure.
I
think we're going to win, but
on my predictor, I've got 1-1. I think it's going to penalties.
Really? I think that'll be a winner. It might be. I don't think it's going penalty.
Nah, it's going pens. It's going pens.
I'm going 2-1 England.
Is a message from Moss, who's part of the FTSN network. Every World Cup match has been on FTSN. Join the watchies. Get in there. 2-1 France and 2-1 England should be close. Mbappe on Maguire would be a scary 1-on-1. So if you do want to watch the
can't let that happen. We cannot let that happen.
Please join Moss. I would join Moss on the watch-alongs, but I have been banned from watch-alongs when Arsenal played Man United, and I'd said that Anthony was a pile of crap, and then he went and scored, and that was when I got banned from watch-alongs. So I don't do watch-alongs anymore. Also,
what happened when you scored and you got told
I was like, Anthony's he's rubbish, Anthony. He was doing all
this. It's a show pony. He's just
and then he went and scored. But no, to be fair, Moss, I wouldn't do a watch along for England because I generally get out of my face.
I do. To be fair, I think I think Maguire is capable of keeping Giroud quiet.
Yeah.
No chance against Mbappe, but hopefully he shouldn't have to if Walker does his job.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And that's, in a way, that's another reason to have 2 right backs with Walker and Trippier to just make sure that we seal that side of the pitch.
Okay, cool. So I think we've got it. England are going to win. It is coming home. And then it's just Spain or Portugal in the next round. So easy. No, Spain are out. It's Portugal. It's Portugal.
No, Morocco. Hang on a minute. No.
Damn, Portugal got Morocco in the next round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, leading on from that.
Morocco are dangerous. I think we can't underestimate.
Okay, so I think the best moment of the last 16 had to be... Huh?
Lat 16.
What? Oh!
Best moment of the Lat 16.
Latin.
Yeah, that's how I roll. That's how I spell last. Oliver's never been banned. Mullet Unite on the foot moss for RG Holland then. Morocco versus Portugal. Red versus Green Derby. Moss, if I'm free, I will join you on your watch along for that. I just need to check with the wife first because she
loves Morocco, and she
is a big Morocco fan. In fact, when I showed this picture earlier on of all the Morocco fans in Piccadilly Circus, this one
she was there.
She was underneath. If you look at the top of the spine there, that's my wife. Just under that there. Paul Pens, round of 16. Yes, there was a lot of Paul Pens. Oh, Moss,
yes.
Love your insight into this.
Spain missed everyone.
And what cracked me up about the Spain one is the commentator's going, no, the Spain manager said everyone needs to have taken 1,000 penalties before they've come in. It's just like, looking at those penalties, they clearly didn't take 1,000 penalties.
But I didn't watch the penalty shootout. But I was listening to the Football Daily BBC, and apparently just every single one was like the pathetic run-ups, no power,
it was
so easy, and apparently it was an absolute shit show.
But the best one was the last one from Ziyech. So it's like, and he just can't. He does a Rabona. Is it a Rabona?
No, it's a Panteka.
Pantega.
Who's got a boner?
I have right now because I'm talking about Morocco. I'm thinking about my wife. Is it crazy though? We could face.
Yeah, there was that whole game. I was when I was listening. Obviously, there was a Spanish commentator, so I couldn't tell what on earth they were saying, but I got the gist. With those 3 Spanish poor penalties, I got the gist of what he felt.
1 million. Bono, Moroccan keeper. Yeah, Bono, not from. Yeah. Was born in Montreal. Bonjour, Bono, go Morocco. Our man Moss is from that neck of the woods, Montreal, not Morocco. So big up yourself. So other than Morocco, any other big moments in the last 16 that you really digged?
Was it the Japanese fans cleaning up the stadium after the end?
Was that in the last 16?
It was in every game. It's every fucking game.
We do have to mention.
Oh, just said the F word.
We have to mention Portugal last night. I honestly thought they'd struggle to beat Switzerland. Switzerland are a good team, and they absolutely hammered them without Ronaldo. I mean, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Pretty frightening performance that by Portugal.
But do you think the might of Morocco can hold them out because they're so good?
No, I think Morocco will get whipped by Portugal.
No,
because Spain just aren't very lethal up front, and Portugal have goals all over them. Honestly, I think Portugal will put 3 or 4 past Morocco.
Do you know Spain won game all tournament?
Yeah,
Spain won 1 game.
Yeah,
but it was a big win though, wasn't it? Against Costa Rica.
Remember when Portugal won the Euros and they came 3rd in the group? That was a disgrace. You come 3rd in the group and then you still go on and win the Euros. Moss says, Bono, classic Mullet. 80s,
Mullet, yes, 80s mullets, absolutely.
Darn Japanese, always taking jobs to the nations. Cheap cars now, cleaning up Qatar labourers for that. I think that's what Tom is thinking right now, Moss. But I'm thinking, for the good of the world, please recycle. Any other good last 16 moments? I have to say.
What's happened?
Are we going to talk about the Brazilian dancing?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about that. You know, you were dancing on the plane. The manager was dancing.
Disrespectful.
Bloody hip flexor. The hip flexor. You got to do the
disrespectful.
Dancing the hip flexor.
There's no place in the game for that.
Roy Keane would have loved to have danced at a World Cup if he scored a goal, but he didn't because he walked.
He would have loved to have even been in the last 16. Never mind.
Mate, did he?
He's a miserable.
Was he out of line saying that? Then was he out of line?
Yeah, he's a miserable old bastard.
Oh no! Please, we've had too much swearing on the show already. I'm going to get told off for this.
Okay, he is a miserable old goat.
No, you've already said it now, Ian. There's no point taking it back.
He's so miserable. He makes a living out of being the most miserable guy on planet Earth.
But I would pay for him to see him dance in his hip flexor. But I say dance. I don't care.
Yeah.
You're scoring 7 goals.
Yeah.
Dance away. Dance. This was my favourite moment of the last 16? Yeah. Yeah. When you have to return to Tottenham, that's how it feels.
I thought you'd like that one.
Can I be honest though? The crying thing, I don't really get it. I get that, you're upset, but I've always had this as that rule that you don't cry on camera, you cry away from the camera.
No, I disagree, mate. I'm all for crying. I will cry. I'll cry my eyes out.
Oh, please, I'd love to see you cry.
I'm old school. I'm with Ollie.
Cry behind closed doors.
Stiff upper lip. Was it Monty Python in the Holy Grail when the Black Knight gets one arm chopped off and he goes, it's just a mere nick, and the other arm's chopped off? You got to keep a stiff upper lip in a situation like that, even if you get all your limbs chopped off in Monty Python.
I will be full Gaza. I'll be tears. I get emotional. I cried when we lost the semi-final. I cried when we lost the final. I cried when we beat Germany. I went to the game in the Euros. I cried then. I cry. I don't care.
To be fair, now I'm thinking about all the times that I've cried in public, and there have been quite a lot. So I get what I'm saying. And about just random stuff, as well as football.
Jack Rodwell.
Yeah, when Jack Rodwell retired, I cried a lot.
And topographical 3-day mapping surveys. They really get me going.
I cried when Global Mapping Surveys sponsored us because I was like, wow.
Did you cry when Arsene Wenger left?
No, it was his time to leave. But it was quite emotional. I didn't actually go to the game because I let my dad and my brother go. But this is a really good one. When I thought we might win the league before Jesus got injured and now is out for 3 months, so we're not going to win the league anymore.
You have little faith.
Oh, come on. I mean, he's our best player. Like, we can't win it without him.
He hasn't scored in ages.
Yeah, I know, but he brings everything together. This is what you don't understand. How about Hakimi doing the Waddle the Penguin after the winning penalty? I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either.
Dance on.
Mind you, at that stage, there was so much beer and wine being thrown in the air and shouts and yells from the Spanish. I wouldn't have noticed if he'd been doing, any sort of dance, really. It all gone a bit wild.
I know you've mentioned it, but what was it is it catastrophic? What's the news in El Continente in El Spaino? Is it?
They're desperately disappointed, and because Morocco and Spain have joint history, a bit of history for you. Obviously, the Moors of North Africa.
No. We've not got much time left.
1500s, when Ferdinand and Isabella, the king and queen, reclaimed the Catholic country. So actually, it was a North African country for 1,000 years.
Ian, we've not got
it's
much
a bit
time.
of history.
No more history. I was crying joy for Alfonso, first ever Canadian World Cup goal. That's beautiful, Moss. Yeah, and they'll be back. I hear they didn't even sponsor them for shirts, which I thought was a bit out of line, because they didn't think they were going to. You missed the Waddle. Wow, there we go. Okay, sorry, I had to stop the history lesson there, not because I didn't like it, because we're running out of time. So
I was just I was only answering the question about what was it like in Spain world, and I was saying it's all based on history.
That it used to be Africa.
Yeah,
Toto by Africa.
Africa's a lovely country. I want to visit Rwanda because it's on the edge of Arsenal shirts. It's quite a good place.
It's a great place for no, I won't say.
Yeah.
I hear they're sending people there for free. I was
and you can go see the gorillas. There's a variety of gorillas there in Rwanda to go and see.
A variety. Wow. Okay. You silverback?
I was hesitating then. I was going to say there's loads and tons of gorillas or whatever, but there isn't very many in the whole world, and that's why I kind of climbed down on the gorillas, climbed down to say that there was a few gorillas.
That's a good film, Gorillas in the Mist, with
Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, long time ago, mid-80s.
They are an endangered species as gorillas as well.
Yeah, they are, but the game does in Rwanda.
In Rwanda, so that's where we're going to go. So
it's a gorilla fight back.
Mullet Show live podcast from Gorillas in the Mist.
Yeah.
So how we're going to do that is we're going to try and smuggle ourselves into the country.
Yeah, and then the gorilla's going to rip my face off, and it's going to be the biggest hit of the Mullet Show ever. people are actually, and then I'll become famous for getting mauled by a gorilla.
Oh,
Yeah, Ollie
yes.
Cotton,
On a
Ollie
live-
Cotton,
on a
the silverback of the Mullet show.
I'd probably end up living with them and be like, oh, I love the gorillas. I want to live with the gorillas. So last thing, I'm from the gorillas in the mist. We had a little prediction round last week. Does everyone want to know how they did?
Yeah, come on. Let's go through it. I did very
Ian,
well, though.
unfortunately, you came last. You scored 7.5 points.
Nuts.
You predicted France would draw when actually they got beat. Funny enough. Tom, you came second with 9.5.
Ah.
But Bovril's bits came top with 10.
I demand a recount.
I mean, I don't
What
do
was the-
recount.
Rob, Ollie's so excited about this, he's frozen on the screen.
So let's do that. Have I frozen? Have I?
You froze for a moment. You were so excited by winning.
I'm not lost. Okay. So quarterfinals. First one. What's up?
Yeah. Who is it?
England versus France.
It's not the first one. The first one's on
No, that's
Friday.
the first one I can remember, Ian.
All right. I'll go first. I'm going back, boys. 3-2 England.
3-2 England. Ian?
2-1 England.
2-1 England. So the way it goes is if you predict a draw, it means it's going to penalties. I'm going 1-1 and then England to win on penalties.
Okay. Well, I'm not having that as a result. That needs to be right. It has to be 1-1 England penalty.
Yeah, England.
Can't be
Yes.
1-1 in France on penalties.
Okay, yes, that's fine if you're going to be like that. So Morocco, Spain. No?
No, Portugal.
Okay. Morocco, Portugal.
Yeah, Portugal are going to thump them. 4-0.
4-0. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
No, I think it'll be a lot closer. I think it'll be. I'm going 2-1 Portugal.
2-1 Portugal. I'm going to go 3-1 just to mix it up. Portugal. Cool. So I think Moss just mentioned it. Who was the Netherlands playing?
Argentina.
They were playing Argentina, yeah.
Okay, so Netherlands, Argentina.
That would be a good game. That's going to be
That'll be a
really
really big game.
It won't, mate. You said that.
Netherlands.
Ian, what's your prediction first?
I don't know. It's a really tough one. I'll go for 1-1 draw. Holland win. Argentina win on penalties.
I will go 1-1 draw. Holland on penalties.
1-1 draw. Holland on penalties. Dutch. Depends. I'm going to go. I think. Who are they playing again? Holland. Argentina. I'm going to go 2-1 Argentina.
Okay.
Okay, and the last but not least, who is it? Brazil versus Croatia. Bloody hell, that's an easy one. How many goals? Ian?
2-0 Brazil.
2-0. I think that's modest, but great.
Modric.
Tom.
I'm generally going to be 3 or 4. I'll go 3 or 4. I'll go 4-1 Brazil.
4-1. I don't even think Croatia.
What if Miss Croatia's going to turn up for that game? She's got to be
Oh,
there.
mate. If she does, that would just make.
Yeah, pictured with a Brazil fan or something.
Yeah.
No, you can't say pictured with a Brazilian. That's not going to happen.
I reckon it's going to be 4-0 Brazil. I mean, Croatia, oldest team in the tournament. They've had their time. Boys, come to the end of the show. How's it been for you? Has it been as beautiful for me? Has it been as beautiful for you?
I thought we cleaned up.
I think we cleaned up like the Japan fans. We don't want to upset Thomas anymore.
Don't make me angry.
No.
Man, come on.
The Mullet Show will be back next week. If you've enjoyed,
Stronger.
please like and subscribe and ring that bell. Thank you to our surveys, Global Mapping Surveys, sponsoring us with Wraith Energy Drinks. It's great energy drink because you mix it with water, so it's a lot healthier. And you can actually catch those dirty little hobbits On that note, we'll be back next week. Love you all. This has been the Mullet Football Comedy Show on Full Time Sports Network. What's it called again, Tom? Full Time?
It's coming home.
That's what
It's coming home Sports Network.
It's coming home for. Oh, I love this. I love this. Right. Goodbye.